2020 జేఈఈ మెయిన్ ఫలితాలలో ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ విద్యార్థుల ప్రభంజనం. ఆల్ ఇండియా అన్ని కేటగిరీస్లు 18, 35, 251, 253, 582, 606, 778, 780, 812, 821, 1031, 1049, 1303, 1575, 1654, 1753, 1754, 1978 ర్యాంకులే కాక మరెన్నో ఉత్తమ ఫలితాలు సాధించిన విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్. ఈ ఫలితాలు సాధించడానికి కారణమైన లెక్చరర్లు మరియు తల్లిదండ్రులకు మా కృతజ్ఞతలు. ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషనల్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్స్.
So we are discussing about wave chapter. So in that we discussed already about what is the wave equation and intensity, energy and power of the wave. Already we discussed about all those. Now we can discuss about velocity of the wave. We have two types of waves. What are those? Transverse waves and longitudinal waves. First we can discuss about what is the velocity of the wave. Velocity of the wave or wave velocity, whatever it is. We know according to definition, omega can be written as Vk. Omega can be written as Vk, or V can be written as omega by k. So where k is propagation constant, we discussed already about this. K is the propagation constant and omega is the angular frequency or angular velocity. V is the wave velocity, and V can be written as omega can be written as 2 pi f divided by k can be written as 2 pi by lambda. 2 pi cancel, it is f lambda. Then velocity of the wave can be written as, simple formula is f lambda. Velocity of the wave is equals to f lambda, where f is the frequency and lambda is the wavelength. Where f is the frequency and lambda is the wavelength. So V is equals to f lambda. V is equals to f lambda. This is the velocity of the wave. So this is the velocity of the wave, where lambda is wavelength generally. So now we have two types of waves. What are those? Transverse waves and longitudinal waves. And this, of course, what we discussed already. What is the wave? Disturbance created in the medium. Disturbance created, the disturbance carried outwards from the point of disturbance. If the disturbance carries outwards, that is considered as what? Velocity of the, that is considered as a wave. So medium, so for example we have two types of waves, mechanical and non-mechanical. Mechanical waves require medium. Mechanical waves require medium for their propagation. Mechanical waves require medium. Medium in the sense nothing but particles. Medium in the sense nothing but particles. During the propagation of the wave, each and every particle must execute simple harmonic motion. Each and every particle of the medium replace and replace. So velocity of each and every particle of the medium execute simple harmonic motion. So that is particle. What is the particle velocity? We know y is equals to a sine of omega t minus kx. So velocity of the particle is dy by dt. That gives velocity of the particle. So this is V is equals to f lambda is the velocity of the wave, and dy by dt, rate of change of displacement, is nothing but velocity of the particle. And this velocity of the particle is maximum at mean position and minimum at extreme position. So Vp is here velocity of the particle. It is maximum at mean position. It is maximum at mean position and minimum at extreme position. Minimum at extreme position. So this value varies continuously, but this is V equals to f lambda, V directly proportional to lambda or V directly proportional to frequency, or this can also be written as lambda by T inversely proportional. Frequency can be written as reciprocal of time period, we know. Frequency can be written as reciprocal of time period. So both are, this is the wave velocity and this is the particle velocity. Both are different, both are not same. And already we derived the relation between particle velocity and wave velocity in the previous class. So this is wave velocity and this is particle velocity. Now we can discuss what is the velocities of the transverse wave and what is the velocity of the longitudinal wave. Two types of waves we have, two types of mechanical waves we have, two types of mechanical waves. In that, first we can discuss about velocity of the transverse wave. What is the velocity of the transverse wave? Velocity of the transverse wave, in the sense, how can you define transverse wave? The vibration of the particles of the medium, vibrations of the particles of the medium must be perpendicular to the direction of propagation of the wave, must be perpendicular to the direction of propagation of the wave. First, how can you derive the expression for the velocity of the transverse wave? Generally we know V is equals to f lambda, that is velocity of the wave. So where the transverse waves exist generally? Transverse waves exist in solids. In liquids and gases, transverse waves does not having their representation generally. So generally transverse waves exist in solids. Transverse waves exist in solids only. So solids, where we can observe clearly these transverse waves in the string, waves in a string. So the wave is traveling like this in the string. You take one thread in your hand and produce that, a pulse generated throughout the string. So that is considered as transverse wave. So in transverse waves, generally according to the dimensional formula, we can be written as simply P by rho, or simply we can write it as T by mu according to the dimensional analysis. What is T here? Tension in the string. T is considered as tension in the string, where mu is called linear density, where mu is called linear density. Whether these two are correct or wrong, let us say tension is nothing but tension in the string. Tension is nothing but force. What is the force dimensional formula? ml t power minus 2. Generally tension is nothing but it is the tensional force. This is nothing but the force. So tensional force formula is ml t power minus 2. And linear density is nothing but mass per unit, mass by length. So that is mass by length, that means ml power minus 1. Linear density is, how can you define linear density? Mass per unit length, that is m by L, that is ml power minus 1, ml power minus 1. So therefore T by mu, dimensions, according to the dimensions, this is ml t power minus 2 divided by Lt power minus 1, sorry, ml power minus 1 it is. Tension is nothing but the force, and the force dimension formula is ml t power minus 2. And linear density is nothing but mass by length. So its dimension formula is ml power minus 1. So this is T by mu is equals to m gets cancelled, L power minus 1 by, so come to the numerator, it becomes L square. So V is equals to square root of T by mu, square root of L square T power minus 2, that is Lt power minus 1. That is the velocity dimensional formula. Dimensional formula velocity. What is the unit of velocity? Meter per second. So that's by Lt power minus 1. So this is velocity of the transverse wave. velocity of the transverse wave. V is equals to under root T by mu. T is the tension in the string, mu is the linear density, T is the force linear density like this. V is equals to square root of T by mu. V is equals to square root of L square T power minus 2 L T power minus 1, L T power minus 1. According to the, what is this? According to the dimensional analysis. According to the dimensional analysis, simply we can write it as velocity of the transverse wave is equals to square root of T by mu. What is T? Tension in the string. So, due to the propagation of the wave, how much amount of tension exists in the string divided by what is mu? Linear density. Mu is nothing but the linear density. So, based on this, this is the velocity of the transverse wave. Of course, mathematical derivation, this is only dimensional analysis, but how can you derive mathematically? See here. Now here, for example, this is the string. This is the string. A small amount of pulse generated in the string, then the pulse existing like this. This is the transverse wave. Of course, like a small amount of pulse like this, let us say this one. If you produce the transverse wave, then it forms in the form of crests and troughs. Transverse wave travels in the string, transverse wave traveling in the string in the form of crests and troughs, in the form of crest and trough. Let us say I am considering this crest, or we can consider trough, whatever it is. So, here I am considering this is a small circular shape, I am considering this is the, let us say this. Here I am considering this acts as a circle for our consideration, and this is the center. So, let us say this one, this x, this is theta, and this is also theta. Just this is for our consideration. This is the uniform string, that means mass of the string remains constant, linear density remains constant. So, that means, see here, a small amount of pulse created in the transverse wave, transverse pulse created in the string, transverse pulse. So, this is the transverse pulse created in the string, So, in this situation, let us consider, I am considering this is a circular shape. For example, this is the direction of the tension. If it is the fixed point, this is the direction of the tension. This is theta, here also theta, and here also theta. So, T can be divided into two components here. This is T cos theta and this is T sin theta. Here also this is T cos theta and this is T sin theta. This is T cos theta, both. This is the direction of the tension. If it is the fixed position, if it is the fixed tensional force always acting towards fixed point. If it is the fixed position, then this is the direction of the tension. So, that is why T can be divided into two components, T cos theta, T sin theta. Here also T can be divided into two components, T cos theta, T sin theta. So, both the T cos thetas gets cancelled with each other. Both the T cos thetas cancel because both are in opposite direction. T cos theta cancel. So, what is the net downward force here? What is the net downward force? That is equals to 2T sin theta, or for small values of theta, sin theta nearly equal to theta. Just for our consideration, for small values of theta, sin theta nearly equal to theta. So, therefore, F can be written as 2T theta or T into 2 theta. T into 2 theta. Let us say it is the radius r. F is equals to 2t sin theta actually, because here this is the t sin theta downwards, here also t sin theta downwards. So what is the net downward force here? Net downward force is 2t sin theta. Net downward force is 2t sin theta. So that's why it is 2 for small values of theta sin theta. In place of sin theta I am substituting theta. T equals to 2 theta. And we know one formula, angle subtended at the center is equals to, we can write it as arc length by radius. So what is the total angle here? It is 2 theta. Total angle subtended at the center is equals to 2 theta. What is the arc length? Just as it is a small length dl. Let us say this is the total length of the string. Here I am considering the small length. Let us say that is dl divided by r. Therefore, F can be written as T into dl by r. F can be written as T 2t theta, 2 into theta, T into 2 theta in place of 2 theta. So what is 2 theta here? Total angle subtended at the center. Total angle subtended by the small length. Total angle subtended by the small length at the center is equals to 2 theta is equals to dl by r. That is T into dl by r. F is equals to T into dl by r. T into dl by r. So therefore, this is the, what is this? Force, total downward force. But according to circular path, what is the force? Centripetal force. What is the centripetal force? Formula generally mv square by r. So therefore, net downward force can be written as, net downward force must be equal to centripetal force here, because here I am considering this is the circular path. For any body to perform circular path, definitely the force required is centripetal force. So that's why small mass dm into v square by r is equals to total downward force. So dm into v square by r is equals to downward force is how much? T into dl by r. So v square by r here, radius is capital R. R gets cancelled. Mass can be written as length into density. Mass can be written as, but according to definition of linear density, mass can be written as length into linear density. According to the definition of linear density, mass can be written as length into linear density. Here the small mass, small length dl into linear density is, let us say, mu. I am considering the small, I am considering this portion only. For the small portion, mass is dm, small mass is dm, and length is considered as dl. Here also I am considering the length is dl only and linear density. So therefore, dl into mu into v square is equals to T into dl. dl gets cancelled. V square is equals to T by mu, and V is equals to under root T by mu. V is equals to under root T by mu. So that is the mathematical derivation of velocity of the transverse wave. V is equals to under root T by mu. Simple. Just it is the uniform rope, and I am creating a transverse pulse, a small transverse pulse of length dl here. I am considering it is in the form of circle, it completes the circle. In this circle, so let us say this is the directions of the tension. Total angle subtended by the small length is 2 theta here. T cos theta gets cancelled because both are in opposite direction. What is the net downward force? 2t sin theta. Then for small values of theta, sin theta is considered as theta for our convenience. So but total angle subtended must be equal to arc length by radius, then it is F equals to T into dl by r. Then if it is a circular path, I am considering the circular centripetal force, so that is mv square by r. This is dm into v square by r, F like this. So here I am considering the mass of this portion only. I am considering only this portion, mass of this portion. that is dm. Total mass of the string is m. Total mass of the string is m, but mass of the string for this small portion is dm. Mass can be written as length into linear density, or linear density can be written as mass per unit length. Here I am considering the only linear densities. So that is V is equals to under root T by mu. So this is the velocity of the transverse wave. Next here. So next, we know V is equals to under root T by mu, but mu can be written as mass per unit length. This mu is related to the only for string only. Mu in the sense only for string. Linear density is related to only string, not for example, a string is attached and the small load is of mass m is attached like this. A wave is generated, let us say the wave travels through the string like this, and here V is equals to T by mu. This mu related to only string, it does not responsible for this mass, and here the tension depends only on the attached mass. Tension depends on the attached mass. If the mass of the string is also considerable, then only T can be written as mg. So for example, here it is mg acting downwards. If the mass of the string is not considerable, so only linear density, mass per unit length, like that. So that is only T can be written as mg by mu. Don't get confused here. So this linear density related to the only string and the T related to the attached mass. T related to the attached mass. So that is important here. So mu is equals to mass per unit length. Let us say the string is having certain volume also. Mass can be written as volume into density by length. Volume can be written as area into length into density by L. So therefore, V can be written as square root of T by mu can be written as area into density. Area into density. So that means V is equals to under root T by area can be written as pi r square rho. Area can be written as pi r square rho. So that means from this V inversely proportional to R. If the radius of the string is more, velocity of the transverse wave is less. If the radius of the string is very less, so that means area is very less, the velocity of the transverse wave is more. So this is one formula. V is equals to T by a rho. So here we derived this V is equals to under root T by mu. Just I am discussing about mu. What is mu? Linear density of the string. Linear density of the string. For example, if the string is having certain volume and like this, in that situation, mass by length, generally linear density can be written as mass per unit length. Mass can be written as volume into density. Mass can be written as volume into density. Volume is area into length into density. Density, length gets cancelled. So mu can be written as a rho. So like this. Area can be written as pi r square. So from this, velocity is inversely proportional to radius. And one more thing, V is equals to square root of T by a rho. T by a rho. Tension by area or force by area. Force by area is nothing but stress. Stress by rho. So what is T? Tensional force by area. Force per unit area is nothing but pressure or stress divided by rho. generally solids. We know mechanical properties of solids in mechanical properties of chapter. So, stress can be written as force per unit area. So, V is equals to under root stress per unit area, stress by density, stress by density. These are the different forms of velocity of the transverse wave. V is equals to square root of T by mu, and mu is equals to mass per unit length, like this. T by A rho, area can be written as pi r square. So, V inversely proportional to r, then V can be written as square root of stress by rho. V is equals to under root stress by rho. So, this is the situation. So, when we can use this formula, rho is the density, mass per unit volume it is. Here rho is mass per unit volume, but mu is mass per unit length. That is very, very important. Based on the given formula, we have to use this. So, that is important. Next, let us say, for example, one problem let us do on this. So, let us say it is a uniform string hanging from the rigid support having certain mass, uniform string of certain mass, like this. So, total length of the string is L, and total mass of the string is Total length of the string is L and total mass of the string is M. Now, in this situation, for example, if we create this small transverse pulse here, if we create that small transverse pulse, here, on reaching the top, what is its velocity and what is the time taken to reach the top, or what is the velocity of this pulse at exactly half of the length of the string, like that. How can you calculate that? This is the total string and total length of the string is L and total mass of the string is M. Now, what we have to calculate here, a small amount of transverse pulse created at the bottom. Transverse pulse is created at the bottom. With what velocity it reaches to the top? And what is the time taken to reach the top? That we have to calculate. See here, we know velocity of the transverse wave can be written as square root of T by mu. What is T? Tension in the string. Tension in the string. So, now find what we have to find. Velocity of transverse wave or transverse pulse at a distance x from bottom. Find the velocity of the transverse wave at a distance x from the bottom. At a distance x. At this position, what is the velocity of the transverse wave? How can we calculate that? So, V is equals to under root T by B. T is nothing but mg, where m is the mass of the string, and linear density. Here linear density can be written as mass per unit length. But at what position it is? Here, for total length L, the mass is m. For total length of the string L, the mass is m. Then for length x, for length x. So what is the mass? So mass of the distance x is equals to x by L into m. Right or wrong? Total length L, for the total length L, the mass of the string is m. For the total length L, the mass of the string is m. And for the length x, what is the mass? Mx is equals to x by L m into x by L into m. X by L into m. So now V is equals to square root of, where we have to calculate velocity of the transverse wave at a distance x from the bottom. So what is the here mxg by mu. So V is equals to, what is mx? X by L into mg divided by mu can be written as mass per unit length. L gets cancelled. Then V is equals to square root of xg. V is equals to under root x. Simple formula. So what is the velocity of the transverse wave at a distance x from the bottom? So that is square root of xg. If x is 10 centimeters, so that is 0.1 into g. If x is 20 centimeters, 0.2 into g. If x is 3 meters, square root of 3g, like that. Simple formula. If a small transverse wave pulse is generated at the bottom, with what velocity it reaches to the top, or with what is the velocity of the transverse at a distance, velocity of the transverse pulse at a distance x from the bottom. So that is the situation. Velocity formula is square root of t by mu. T is nothing but mg. Mu can be written as, we know, mass per unit length. But here where we have to find out the velocity? At a distance x from the bottom. Where we have to find out the velocity? At a distance x from the bottom. For length, for total length L, the mass of the string is m. For total length L, the mass of the string is m. And for small length x, what is the mass? X by L into m. For example, 10 pen costs 50 rupees. What is the cost of 4 pens? 40 rupees. Like that. For total length L, mass is m. For small length x, what is the mass? X by L into m. So that is. So velocity at a distance x, mx by g divided by mu. What is the value of mx? X by L into mg. M cancel, LL cancel. V is equals to root xg. Now here we are using the same concept, velocity of the wave on reaching the top. Velocity of the transverse pulse on reaching the top. So that is equals to, V is equals to square root of GL or LG. In place of x we can substitute L, because if the pulse reaches the top, what is the total length of the string? L. For distance x, the velocity is square root of xg. For the distance L, the velocity is under root GL or LG, whatever it is. So this, like this we can calculate. We can calculate velocity at any position based on this formula. Now, what is the time taken to reach the top? First we have to calculate the acceleration here. What is the acceleration of the pulse here? The pulse is moving against the gravity. What is the acceleration of the pulse? From equation v square minus u square equals to 2as, at the start of the motion, initial velocity of the pulse is equals to 0. At the start of the motion, that means at the bottom position, the velocity of the pulse is equal to 0. At the bottom, velocity of the pulse is equals to 0. Then on reaching the top, what is the velocity? Square root of GL. Then V is equals to under root GL. On reaching the top, velocity is equals to under root GL. Then what is the distance travelled? Nothing but L. Total distance travelled is nothing but L. Total distance travelled by the pulse is nothing but L. So by substituting this, square root of GL whole square minus 0 square is equals to 2a into S. S is nothing but L. So from this position to this position, from this position to this position, what is the total distance travelled by the pulse? Nothing but L. So GL is equals to 2AL. LL gets cancelled. A is equals to G by 2. What is the acceleration of the pulse? G by 2. Because at this position its velocity at the start of the motion, velocity of the pulse must be equal to 0. At the start of the motion, velocity of the pulse must be equal to 0. On reaching the top, velocity is how much? Just now we calculated here. Based on this, A is equals to G by 2. A is equals to G by 2. Acceleration of the pulse. Then time taken to reach the pulse. Time taken to reach the top. We know acceleration is equals to change in velocity by time, or T is equals to V minus U by A. What is V? Square root of GL minus 0 divided by G by 2. So from this T can be written as square root of GL divided by G by 2. T is equals to 2 into square root of GL by G square. So T is equals to 2 into square root of L by G. T is equals to 2 into under root L by G. This is the time taken by the pulse to reach the top. What is the time taken by the pulse to reach the distance x? 2 into under root x by G. Time taken by the pulse to reach the distance some y, 2 into under root y by G, depending on situation. So this is the situation, right? So this is the velocity of the transverse wave, how the wave travels upwards. What is the velocity at any position? Velocity at any position, simply square root of GL, substitute the length from the bottom, where the transverse wave is travelling from, like that. So this is the way calculating the problem based on this. Next,
ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి, జేఈఈ అయినా, నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.